Today, I thought I would share a little bit about my evening routine, how I incorporate red light therapy, Yin Yoga, some tech things that I incorporate some myofascial release into my evening routine to wind down and to get a good night's sleep. So let's start with the late afternoon and into the evening. This starts with the way I do my late evening laptop work, winding down. I have some blue light blocking glasses and I keep them right here by the side of my desk. And these were sent to me by CytoLED. They create a red light panel, and I just keep a little, they sent a little cleaning rag with it. And Tim has a pair in here as well. But the thing that they sent me that's really cool is because I have astigmatism, I don't do well with glasses. So they sent me these that I could put over my glasses. And I keep cleaner in it as well. And then I just clip them onto my glasses. So this is a great, see they clip right on. So I can clip them onto my glasses. And this works great when I'm doing laptop work. And I can just, it blocks the blue light. It just means less sensory input for me. So anytime I'm doing black and white work, like emails, like responding to posts in our membership community, then it just takes out some of that extra input and it helps me to not be so stimulated. So if you're highly sensitive, I think the blue light blocking glasses are a great thing, and CytoLED has great ones that you can check out. The other thing that I do is Flikeze sent me this panel, and I just stick it on the back of my chair here. And you know, the thing about panels is that you need to get undressed for them, and that creates some kind of barrier to entry. But I just put it there behind me. I get some on my neck, some on my hair, so it's great for hair growth. And as you get older, you know, your hair kind of gets thinner, it falls out more. So at least I'm getting some on my hair. I'm getting some relief for my neck, and it's a great way to use the panel. This is a great panel. And so that's how I use it there when I'm doing my laptop work. I just try to remember to put it on. It's always there. It removes that barrier to entry. Okay, the other thing that I do is I have Ultrahuman sent me this ring. And so I just check my app at the sort of the end of the day, and I check, it'll tell me, okay, your ideal time to go to sleep tonight is between 9:07 and 9:37 for 9 hours of sleep. It thinks I should have 9 hours of sleep. The other thing that it tells me is my blue light tolerant phase. So here it tells me it's going to be really good. Well, right now when I'm filming this, it's midday, it's 12 p.m. So right now it's telling me that screen time is going to have minimal impact on me, but that my wind down period should be at around 7 p.m. and that will improve my sleep hygiene. So I actually have this set on my phone, on my laptop, that everything shuts down. You can put it in your settings so that I actually shut myself out of screen time at around 7 p.m. But it's kind of nice to have your app tell you what time is best to go to sleep, if you have any sleep debt. Also, this will tell me when I need to stop drinking caffeine so that it doesn't impact my sleep. And this is just a really great thing to have. The nice thing about the Ultrahuman Ring is as well is that there's no monthly fee with it. So I find it great for tracking my stress, for tracking my sleep. Right now it's saying, one thing that I love about the stress is that I used to think, gosh, I'm so stressed, but there's a difference between stress and stimulation. So right now I'm extremely stimulated, which means I'm in a go zone for filming, but I'm not stressed.
Nope.
So that has been such a relief for me. So that is that part. That's sort of the late afternoon part when I'm winding up work. So say I try to wind up work by around 5, and then I start that wind down stuff. And the wind down stuff always includes some yoga. So let's move to the yoga mat now. In the evening, I practice yoga in my bedroom where we have red light bulbs in our lamps. It just creates this really cozy, relaxing environment for me to wind down at the end of the night. But because we want you to be able to see this video, we're just going to film it on the Yoga with Melissa set so you can see what we're doing. So Bob and Brad sent me this massage gun. It's actually our second massage gun for them, which is great because Tim actually stole my first one. He took it with him. He takes it with him to soccer and refereeing. They're so compact and easy to take with you and easy to use. It's actually, I love this massage gun so much. The attachments are so specific for each part of your body. So today I'm going to show you how to use the one that I like to use on my feet. And the reason why I like this one is that it lets me get on my superficial back line. When I do that release with the massage gun on the bottom of my feet, release the fascia on the bottom of my feet, then that means I release the whole myofascial line of my calves, my hamstrings, glutes, up my back, and especially my neck. The back of my neck tends to be a problem where I get pain at the back of my neck, which causes migraines. And so if I can attend to this, I do my feet first, and then I do my Yin Yoga pose toe stand. So let me show you. So it's super easy. You just press and turn on, and I just use it on a low setting. And then I start on a part that's really able to take a lot of input, which would be my feet, my heel. And then move up to the ball of my foot. And you can move through all of your toes as well. Now I've done both feet. The bottom of my fascia here feel really juicy. So I'm going to come into toe stand. So making sure all the toes on my feet are open. And sitting back on my heels and breathing here. And that just really helps to prep the fascia of my feet so that toe stand becomes really much more easy and doable. So then I can switch to other pieces for other parts of my body. I like this flat part, particularly for my quads, which tend to get really tight, but it's just really easy to run it up and down there, just to release that tightness that I get because I do weightlifting as well, and my quads get super tight. So that can be really nice to release it there. So then I carry on with my Yin Yoga in the evenings, alternating between some myofascial release and my long held poses. And then let me show you what I do when I crawl into bed. I've got some great tech tools that I use, red light therapy, in bed before I drift off to sleep. Okay, here is my bed. One thing that I love that I got on Amazon is this weighted blanket, and I sleep underneath it every single night. So highly recommend it. It's very regulating and calming for your nervous system. This is something that I got really recently. I'm gonna do a whole video on it. I got it after I saw my dental hygienist the last time, and gosh, she's always going on to me about my gums and stuff, and I think, lady, I floss, I do all the things. So I'm gonna get a red light for my mouth and we'll see if it's better next time. So this has blue light and red light, and you put it in your mouth, and I'm gonna show it in a minute. But I wanna say that I use it every night before bed. And what I've noticed is I do scrape my tongue in the mornings, and it has less, I don't scrape any gunk off it in the morning, and my teeth actually do feel cleaner. What I mean by that is there's not as much, you get that fuzzy sweater feeling. I don't get that anymore. And I had this really uneven, fuzzy thing on the front of my teeth, and that's actually gone away since I started using this. So that's how it works. It runs for about 10 minutes. And yeah, I really think this is working, and I'll do a follow-up with you guys in about 6 months after I've had my next dental appointment, because she'll be able to tell me for sure what's going on with that. I also use these Prungo red lights every night. I absolutely love these things. As I said before, one of the biggest barriers to entries with red light panels is that you have to get all your clothes off to use them. And so it's just this little bit of barrier to entry. Whereas with these, with masks, it's just so much easier when they're portable. So these little pucks, I don't even attach them they come with straps. So you can use straps and put them on your wrists, on your shoulders and whatever, but I use them more like hot stones. So what I do is I put them behind my neck and then I lie down on them. So I can put them there. I also put them on my belly, so right there, so that they sit right where my vagus nerve is, right where my diaphragm is, and I find that very relaxing as well. I put one on my heart center too. I run them for 20 minutes in each spot and I run them again. The other thing that I do at night is I bought a cheapy vagus nerve stimulator. It worked inconsistently. When it worked, I like it plugged to your ear, but it just wasn't working consistently. So
Well, eventually it died.
It died, but it never really worked consistently either.
Nope.
So I'm looking for another vagus nerve stimulator. If you guys have one that you love that you're using, please let me know. I'm looking for one because I know it works. When I used it when it was working, I could feel my stomach, my breathing would slow down, become more even, more relaxed. When it was working, my stomach would gurgle, so I would go into digestion mode. But I'm looking for one that I can recommend to you that works consistently. So I know they work, and I'm looking for one that I can recommend to you guys because when it was working, I was sleeping better. I was sleeping through the night. And if I woke up, I could put it on and I would fall back asleep easily. So I want one that I can recommend to you. If you have one that you're using and it's working, let me know so that I can get one that works. So that is my evening routine and I love it. We need to have evening routines like we did when we were kids. And the consistency of going to the bed at the same time, doing the same things, it tells your body that it's time to wind down and go to sleep. So let me know what you do. Everything that I have will be linked below and you can check it out if it resonates with you. If not, it's no big deal. Let me know what you do for your evening routine. And if you like videos like this, subscribe, like the video, and yeah, let me know what you do for your evening routine, and I will see you next time.